Hey everybody, it's Jang here from JangBricks.com with a look at a LEGO DC Universe Superheroes set. This one came out way back in 2012, but it's still on store shelves today. It's called the Batcave, and it came with 689 pieces. Now this Batcave is kind of built in two major sections that are connected with a catwalk that has a bat hanging from underneath of it. We'll look at the sections individually, and this section over here actually splits into two itself. First on the left, you've got this two-story or two-level structure with the kind of driveway down below. That's where you would be bringing the Batmobile in and out, or you'd be bringing the Bat Cycle, and it's got sliding doors so you can close that up. There we go. It can close up completely. You can see how they've designed it to look like it's built into the mountain because it's got the textured rock walls on the sides. Also pretty cool that we get these support pieces in dark blue. Has some lights up above. Of course, you've got the Batcave emblem up there. Over on the left, we see Robin climbing up a couple flights of ladders, I guess. You could see them as stairs or as ladders, depending on how you angle them up. We will look at the minifigures separately later on. You've got a defense cannon or missile launcher up here with the alert symbol on it, and these are actually flick fire missiles, so you can shoot those off. You can also, in addition to rotating this around, you can turn these up and down, so you can shoot at things that are outside, down on the ground to try to keep them out, or if you have aerial enemies coming in, you can turn them up and shoot at those. Up on the upper level, you've got Bruce Wayne sitting in the chair right there, and he's looking at a whole bunch of consoles and heads-up displays. He's got all these monitors. He's tracking the progress of Bane. Looks like Bane is coming in. You can see some of his available weaponry and his vehicles and their current status. Looks like some folders there. All this is stickers, but it's some pretty cool stuff that adds a lot of detail to the scene. Of course, he's also got a coffee mug there. These also have stickers on them that are all applied. And this chair can turn around pretty kind of dramatically. It's almost like a bad guy chair he's looking like. And you can also change the angle of it so he can kind of lean back when he's just tired of dealing with it all and just wants to take a little bit of a nap. Now at some point he's going to get a major phone call. A big alert is going to come up for the entire security system. Bane is going to be on his way to try to break out Poison Ivy, or we're going to see in a minute. So Bruce Wayne is going to have to cross the catwalk over here. This is pretty tricky. He comes over to here. Not sure how he's supposed to get up to the roof. There's no ladder or no stairs there, but he's supposed to get up to the top of this thing in order to catch the incoming phone call. There's a little spot where you can get him to stand. He's got his phone right there, the large rotary dial style phone. He gets the call and it's time to go into action. Of course, over to the right, you can see the wall of bat gear that he can use to equip, but of course he needs to transform into Batman fully, and to do that, well, on the back here, there's this hidden little pin that you pull out to initiate the suiting up process. He goes through the chamber. He's going to go straight down through the suiting up chamber, and he's going to come out as Batman. Here's the same thing as viewed from behind, so you can see exactly what I did. There's Bruce Wayne up there on the top. Here's the little pin that you have to pull out. You just pull it straight out. It has a little bit of friction behind it. But this is real time. There's no camera tricks here, no cutting. This is just an actual feature of the set. You pull that out, and there he is. So obviously, in real life, the Bruce Wayne minifigure is just being held in this little compartment up here. This is the pin that you pull out, but you end up with Batman, who was originally hiding in there to begin with, and now he's good to go. Over here to the right is the holding cell that has Poison Ivy in it. You can see that also has a little turret on the top of it. Well, this is the other section that can be removed. You can pull this entire thing off to kind of expand your play area a little bit. Use this separately. So you see they really did build this to be usable on its own. It's fully detailed all the way around. It's not one of those things that's kind of built halfway where it's closed up on the front but open on the back. It's got stickers on even on the back most panel, adding some important detail that is really useful to the scenario. Plus it has another of those turrets up on top, which really makes this more useful for play from, actually having the whole thing at a distance from the main cave structure. And these can be angled the same way, just a couple more flick fire missiles. The bars on the front here are designed to be defeatable, so you can break her out of this holding cell. All of this is able to just kind of pull out. If I can get a finger in there, there we go. This all just comes out as one, and it's designed to do that. This bat cycle is included in the set, and I like how it uses the wide, flat tires. They're actually different. The front one is different from the rear. You can see that they use the same wheel front to rear, but the rear tire is larger and thicker. And because they're wide enough, it's able to stand up on its own. So it doesn't need any little cheater pieces to hold it up. It doesn't need a kickstand to hold it up. This is just the way it always is, and it's ready to roll. You don't have to change anything to actually be able to play with it. It also does have the flick fire missiles on the side, so one on either side, so you can kind of use that to shoot at things. The only thing that I don't like about this is the use of the Open Technic lift arm pieces, which just have all those holes in them. You can kind of see that as being techie kind of detail texture, but I would have preferred to have just a little bit of covering over that, some tiles to cover that up, make it look a little bit more sleek. Now, Bane's drill tank, on the other hand, this is awesome. This is great. I love the shape, the proportions of it, the kind of the balance of colors, and how he's really sitting off towards the rear, off the back of this thing. It's nice and wide, it's nice and low. It's got some details to kind of represent a little bit of exhaust coming out the side. He's got a panel up on the top, a light on the front, flick fire missiles on the side, so you can actually shoot at things. You can have a little battle between the bat cycle and this if you want to. Just looking at this thing, obviously you've got the spinning drill on the front. You can spin that up, but wouldn't it be cool if while you moved this thing around on the ground, it actually spun the drill bit, the huge drill bit for getting through into the bat cave on its own? Well, just so happens that's exactly what happens. This is great. You have to push down a little bit because rubber treads are always a little bit difficult to get to move, but I love this though. Oh, that's just great. Oh, the kids will absolutely go bonkers for something like that because it's actually working. It's actually doing something. And it's not something that you're doing. You don't have to spin the drill yourself. You can spin it up if you want to, just by itself. You can see it's just turning the center wheel. The center wheel is the one that's responsible. It's hooked up to a little bevel gear system in there, but it's just great to play with, I think. And so I think this thing looks good, and I think it works really well too. Here's the minifigure lineup. Obviously, left to right, it's Batman, Bruce Wayne, Robin, Bane, and Poison Ivy. Because this is the comic-based theme these are all coming from, they have kind of simplified, toned down detail in their printing, although Poison Ivy does get quite a lot of texture detail there. And if we take off Batman's mask, you see he's got the headband there. The white area is to show white through the eyes of the mask, but it still does have eyes so that you can see a normal human face. Very much appreciate the printing that Ivy's hair has on it, right? It's red, but it has leaves printed on it in a couple of colors, maybe three, haven't looked up. Yeah, 3 different colors are actually printed there together, and Bane looks pretty cool on the back side. Him and Bruce Wayne are the only ones that don't get alternate faces, very much like this alternate face for Poison Ivy and Robin, either looking scared or giving his holy peanut butter sandwiches Batman kind of face. So that's it for my look at this set. What do you think of this set? Share your thoughts down in the comments section. I've kind of given my thoughts about the individual areas as I've gone along. Myself, I'm not big into the whole superheroes thing at all, but there are always constantly viewers asking me to do more superheroes set reviews. And so here we go. I'm doing more superheroes set reviews. I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing what you think about the set, and I hope that you'll stick around to check out more of my videos because more are always on the way. Talk to you soon.